This video is to help you with percent deviation. The formula for percent deviation is that percent deviation is equal to an accepted value minus a measured value divided by an accepted value made positive as the absolute value of the answer in there times 100%. Now, in an experiment, what you determine, or what is determined, you determine is known as the measured amount. What you should get as an answer is known as the accepted value. So for example, the density of aluminum is 2.7 grams per centimeter cubed. If I gave you an experiment to figure out the density of aluminum, if you got 2.7 grams per centimeter cubed, you have 0% error. But if your measured amount is different than the accepted amount, then we use the percent deviation to figure out the percentage of how far off you are. Of course, 0% is no error at all. So let's take a look at an example or two from your homework assignment. The first one, a rock's density is calculated as 2.7 grams per centimeter cubed. This is the measured amount. The accepted is 3, so here's our accepted amount. If we're looking for an equation to help us figure out the percent deviation, which equation, when solved, will provide the correct percent deviation of the accepted, we know these two answers are poor answers because there has to be a subtraction going on, and it has to be accepted minus measured divided by accepted. We would go with this answer right here, letter A, for our choice. Now, number 2, a student measures the mass of a rock to be 30 grams. So there's your measured amount. The accepted value for the mass of the rock is 33, so there's your accepted. So to figure this out, I would have the equation percent deviation, percent error sometimes, is equal to the following. My accepted number, which is 33 grams, minus the measured, which is 30 grams, divided by 33 grams times 100%, and I'm going to put the absolute value. So for 33 minus 30, put that into my calculator. Then I'm going to hit equals. Then I'm going to divide by 33, hit equals, and then multiply by 100%. That gives me 9.09 continuing out. Now, in the choices I have over here, the closest choice to the answer I have in my calculator would be 9%. Let's do number 3. What is the percent deviation, percent of error? If an igneous rock measured a mass, or an igneous rock has a mass of 51 and an accepted mass of 60. So here's our measured, here's our accepted. So in our equation, we have something like this. Percent deviation is equal to, there's my absolute value boxes. In this one, it has a measured mass of 51, accepted of 60, so it'd be 60 grams minus 51 grams divided by 60 grams times 100%. Let's see what we get. 60 minus 51 gives me 9, divided by 60. That gives me 0.15 times 100, gives me 15%. Answer B. Let's try one more. Students calculate the circumference of a globe to be 60 centimeters. That's what they calculated. That's our measured amount. The actual circumference is 63, so that's the actual amount. So our percent deviation for their measurement would be equal to, I'll box that in, times 100%, and let's see what we have. We have the accepted value of 63 centimeters minus the measured amount, which is 60 centimeters, divided by 63 centimeters. Let's run it and see what we get. 63 minus 60 gives me 3, divided by 60 gives me 0.05, multiply that by 100, I get 5% error. All right, that should give you some guidance as to how to do percent deviation problems. Good luck.